Hello everybody, my name's Nathan and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the LEGO Power Functions motor set. On one of my last videos, I reviewed the set overall and did sort of an unboxing, but today I want to show you a closer look at the motors as well as the other components of the set. So, we'll start off by the battery box. As you can see, I have all of these on pillars and on supports just to lock them into the base plate, and I did show off the battery box in my last video, but I didn't show you what it's like with the batteries in it. And sorry for the noise, there's a big truck passing by. As you can see, there's 3 AA batteries on this side and 3 on the other side. They're fairly easy to put in, except this one. This one was so hard to put in that I actually thought that I needed to disassemble something at first, but it's meant to go in. It's just a little hard, so if it's your first time and you're trying to shove that battery in, don't worry because it's normal. So there you go, click. So let's start off by the switch. This switch is meant to connect to the battery box, and then you can connect the motor to the switch. That way you can have something else running directly from the battery box, and when you turn it on, as you can see, it has a little LED light right there in green. When you turn on the battery box, the other function is running, but whatever function you attach to the switch isn't going to run until you flip the switch. And also, this is one direction, this is off, and this is another direction, and the switch basically does the same thing. So for our first demonstration, we're going to attach the switch to the M motor, which is the medium motor, aka the smallest motor that LEGO Power Functions has. And we're going to attach the switch. Whoops. That's another thing. These cables are kind of hard. They'll loosen up eventually, but for now they're kind of hard because they're new. So, as you can see, we turn on the battery box, it's on, but the switch is off. So, we switch here and the motor runs, and we change the direction. This is a little bit hard to move at first, but that can be easily solved by attaching a lever, which makes it way easier, or on the sides you can just attach a knob or a gear, which makes it even easier. So you have options, which is good. So the first thing I want to show you guys is, well, I have 9 different setups, so I'm gonna start with torque. This is a clutch gear, and I don't think I showed it in my last videos, but it does come with the Power Functions starter set. And what this does is that basically it allows slip. You can turn this while the gear does not move, so if your mechanism gets jammed, the motor isn't going to come to a stop, it's just going to keep slipping. But this is really hard, so let's see how much torque the small motor has, or the medium motor, which is strange because LEGO doesn't really have a small motor, but let's see. If I try to hold the motor, or the gear, as you can see, it's still running, but the gear stops. And it wasn't strong enough to hurt my hand, but it was pretty strong, so that's nice. So next off, we have this worm gear setup. I want to show you guys what it's like running a worm gear with the Power Functions set. So for this demonstration, I made this, which is basically just a disc with a little red part to show you the speed in which things are running. So I'm just going to attach this here, and let's see how that goes. As you can see, some people complain about the M motor being very fast and a little too fast for some more smaller, tame creations, but you can easily slow down the mechanism using a worm gear. No trouble at all. It's really simple. So there's a demonstration of that. Next off, we have this setup here, which is going to demonstrate the different speeds that you can achieve with the M motor using a small or big gear. So let's attach this here. As you can see, the M motor is attached to the smallest gear in the setup, and also the smallest gear that LEGO makes. and we're just gonna run that to see how it goes. As you can see, it's not going very fast, which it is, but you can still see the little red part. If we switch the mechanism around, whoops, that's something I should probably mention. The cross axle holder in the motor is very strong and has a lot of clutch power, so if you put in something, it's kind of hard to pull it out. There we go. Now that we reversed the gear train, let's see how fast this can go. Whoop. There we go. As you can see, this is considerably fast, and this is great if you need something that goes very, very fast, and it's pretty easy. Just make sure that the gears aren't pressed down so hard, because that's obviously gonna provide, whoops, there goes the gear, I'm sorry. That's gonna provide some extra torque that you do not want in your creation. So the next demonstration is this universal joint. Well, two actually. And these are included in the set. So we're just gonna slip it right in here. And we're gonna show you guys what this does. Whoops, I forgot I turned off the battery box. As you can see, it's just the same thing. The power is being transmitted through this universal joint. You could put this at any angle. It goes even steeper than that. So this is good, especially if you're trying to fit in your power functions through a mock or a model that doesn't have much space. This lets you kind of twist things around. And next off, we have, yes, this, which is an example of how easily you can incorporate power functions into your regular LEGO models. That doesn't really have to be Technic, it could be a regular LEGO model. And this is just a demonstration. As you can see, we have the classic LEGO turntable setup, and you can just easily slip this in to the power functions. And as you can see, it does go around. You could slow that down with a worm gear, but there's just an example of how you can use power functions to bring life to your regular LEGO models. So next off, we have this. Let me turn that off. These are the lights that are included in the set, and I have a little 2x2 brick right there to match the whole setup. And we are going to test out these lights. I'm just going to clip it on top of the switch, which should run perfectly. And I have a little demonstration on how these lights work. First of all, we're going to dim the lights, and this is what they look like. It may not seem so powerful, but it is. And as you can see, these are really small, and they can fit into the back of one of the Technic pin holders pretty easily, just like a stud. And if you have a transparent piece on the other side, it's just gonna look great. As you can see, I'm using the lightsaber pieces. These look fantastic, and in real life they look bright. So let's move this on. We have the little blue 1x1 plate, which looks great. The camera isn't showing exactly how it looks because of all the light and how it handles light, but these are pretty nice. This is red and orange. As you can see, if you're making a LEGO City Mock, or a traffic light, or a car, or just about anything that needs lights, these are great for this. And just the size, they're really, really small. The size just helps to fit these into like small places where you just need a little bit of light. So there we go. Finally, I am going to show you the extra large motor, which is not included in the LEGO Power Functions motor set. But since I did show it in my last video, I want to demonstrate how it works. I'm not going to go through all of the setups again, but I am going to show you the torque. As you know, the M motor struggled to keep running while I was holding on to the clutch gear, and I just want to show you guys exactly how much power the large motor has, or should I say the extra large motor. So here we go. Whoops. Okay, I forgot to plug it in. My bad. We're just gonna... okay, wait. These are very hard to remove, and sometimes it's good to have a brick separator in handy for when you're removing these little extension plugs. So, as you can see, it's a little bit louder than the medium motor, but that doesn't matter. And if we hold the clutch gear, it is struggling, but you can feel the strength behind the motor. It's hardly struggling to keep moving the axle, unlike the M motor, which this is very impressive, and it has great performance, and it is very powerful. But like I said, it does not come with the Power Functions motor set. However, if you order the Power Functions motor set online at lego.com, it will cost around, I think it was $29. However, with the shipping, it's going to cost a lot more. But if you order the extra large motor, it's going to just tip it over the edge so that you don't have to pay shipping. So it is recommendable that you buy this with the starter set. So there you have it, guys. I think that's all, and I just wanted to show you basically how these motors and electric components work. And I know there is a lot of people out there who just got the set or want to buy the set, but they don't know exactly how they interact with other Legos or other Technic sets, and I just wanted to demonstrate it. So that's it. Make sure to check out my other videos and the unboxing where I unbox this very same set, and have a great day.